today. From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Chicago Bears taking on Justin Fields and the Arizona Cardinals.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And that's the kind of streak you don't see too often in today's NFL since there's so much parity. So the way they've played has been truly remarkable.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the bearded one in his 17th season in the NFL, the well-traveled Ryan Fitzpatrick.
He's one of those guys that's been around the block a few times in the NFL, and at this stage in his career, what he lacks in big playability, he more than makes up for it in veteran leadership, a real knowledge of the game, and being a terrific locker room presence.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. What's the deal, y'all? And that'll set him back 5.
Still second down.
Here's Fitzpatrick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Fitzpatrick now. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Fields. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, hit on the stop defensively. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Now a give, right side. It's Morris. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll try to throw here, Fitzpatrick. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Rifles one complete into the hands of Gronkowski. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Hyde. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Carlos Hyde with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
This pass finds its way to Williams. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Dobbins.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. I think that's Mack who's still down. Yeah, it is. Mack apparently shaken up there. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. We'll check on his status when we get back.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
To throw is Fields. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll try to draw here with Dobbins.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and inches, Fields to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Fields on 3rd down.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Bears will get the football back. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play.
Damian Wilson in on the stop. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Fitzpatrick.
Man open, that's Henry Ruggs.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Here's Fitzpatrick.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
3rd and short yardage, Fitzpatrick.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
11 yards for number 11. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. They just get the play off. Now Fitzpatrick. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Open man is Robbie Anderson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down now, it's Morris. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 18-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Caught by Cobb. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They'll get just a couple, but the sticks move again. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
First down, Fitzpatrick.
They'll swing this out to Mostert.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And back to the ground, Hyde. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. 3rd and goal for Fitzpatrick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The football going back over to Arizona now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap, Fields. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he's got this down to the 35. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Fields on 1st down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Devin White make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation, because with that type of a lead, they felt
under pressure, and they got to him again. Khalil Mack providing a little danger deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
On second down, it's Morris. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Third down, it's Adrian Peterson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
On second down, Hyde. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Fitzpatrick. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. Touchdown! Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And complete right side to Cook. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Back to throw, Fields. And brought in by the tight end, Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll begin in the Motor City in NFC North battle. Detroit hosting Minnesota. And in the late stages of the first half, it's the Lions who are out in front. Kyler Murray, 2 touchdown passes thus far. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. The Dolphins seem to be on their way to what would be.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Here's a give to Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, if these guys... And now, as with every potential turnover, so that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields flushed out right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down.
A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And the pressure gets to him again. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be taken at the 13.
And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves. Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Throwing again on second down. Fitzpatrick got his man complete over the middle. That's Anderson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
The Cardinal offense takes back over. on first down. Fields.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Fields now to throw.
It's complete to Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Here's Fields. Quick slant here to Smith.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
From the gun on third down, Fields. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it is 28-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Mike Williams, the intended target. And that'll make it third down. Now Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 27.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Fitzpatrick now from the 50.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A 10th carry for Hyde. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Anderson. And down inside the 15 he goes. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned.
Matt Nagy wants the officials to take another look at that one. He'll throw out the challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone. So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields. Under pressure, they got him again.
Isaiah Simmons
able to record his 5th sack of the season. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. They run it again with Hyde. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 29.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now a give right side. It's Morris.
And he will have the Bears' first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
First down, a run with Hyde. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now it's Morris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down at 5.
A give running right, it's high. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Carlos Hyde with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Now it's Fields.
And this is Cook with the grab. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
To throw is Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you used the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
22 yards there, a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Fields.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lee. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The safety, Adrian Amos. crashing in for the sack.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
2nd down and goal. Fields. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Again, it's high. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The Bears on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. On 3rd down, Peterson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. To throw is Fitzpatrick.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Running for it. Here's Hyde. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they take a knee. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for